We got a big one on the ice tonight, and along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cebulski, ready to call all the action. Puck drop moments away, and this is where we say welcome to the show, kid, for the rookie.
Oh, he's got to be so excited. I know I was scared, nervous, out of my mind with excitement that I was going to be an NHL player. I know he's got to be thinking that too.
Centers both set to dig on in, and we are about ready to go. The Kings take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Move to the middle, a chance in front, made the save on the play.
Frolik's had a lot to do with the team's winning record. His save percentage has been excellent all season.
Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. Quick shot, can't get it to go. Los Angeles takes possession of the puck. The Flames scoop it up along the boards. And he takes a shot. Taken by Iafallo. Through center along the wing. Kopitar's got it in the offensive zone. Cuts to the paint. And there's the save. Goalie keeps the play alive. Receives the pass. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Pokes it away in his own end. Flips it up to net. And that's broken up. Takes the pass. Moves it to Brown. Can't connect. And that's just out of reach. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Rushes on the attack. Right to the middle. And that one's broken up. Great block there. Takes control of the puck. Denies him again.
Stop one, stop two. The goalie makes a couple of excellent saves.
Still lots of time left in the period. Still looking for our first goal. The Flames will go to work here in the offensive zone. Up to the challenge as he gets his pad on it. LA's got the puck along the wall. And that's blocked. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. No one home on that play. Los Angeles gains the zone. Great defensive stick work on the play. LA's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. He'll keep it alive and moves it ahead. The Kings have it against the wall. Here's a shot off target. Puck scooped up by Kempe. Couldn't connect, although not exactly an ideal pass to begin with. Here's a chance, and he makes the save. Close, but not close enough. Takes the feed. Oh, what a stop by Quick. Los Angeles has it near the wall. Moves the puck. Into the attacking area from the left side. Puts it in deep. Russia's regained possession of the puck. Gaining momentum along the wing. Here's a shot. Comes up with the stop. Wagner's lugging the puck. Carries it across the line. With the steal. LA's got a hold of it against the wall. Puts it to the front of the net. From the slot, wrist shot, nothing. There's the whistle as the puck goes out of play. Past the midway mark in this period. Still no score in this one. The Flames get a hold of the puck in their own end. Back to the blue line. Oh, comes up with a stop. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. All alone. Oh, what a stop by the goaltender.
It's like he almost deked himself out. There was nowhere to go with it, and the goalie makes the save. Frolik's been focused in well. Here, this is an excellent pad save on a quick shot.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession so key in today's game. Russia's won the faceoff. That's intercepted. And they'll dump it in. Russia's got the puck along the boards. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam.
Oh, you know, as a rookie.
He scores! There it is! First team, first goal.
Checks off a couple of bucket list items in in the space of 1 day. Never gonna forget this. His first career goal. This is worth a phone call home after the game.
Well, they set up here in the face-off circle. Boy, this place still buzzing. His first goal in his first game.
That didn't take very long, did it? What a great moment.
The Kings get a hold of the puck off the draw. Stays with it. Right in the slot. Here he is in front. Stopped by the goaltender. Moves it quickly over to Kopitar. Oh, and comes up with nothing on the play. Couldn't complete the play. Offside is the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the offensive zone.
Those are the saves that are gifts from the goaltender. That looked like an automatic goal. He's able to make the stop.
Well past the midway mark of this period, we've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Kopitar's won the draw here in the neutral zone. Shot on net with the stop. They fight for it along the boards. The Flames will play it in their own end. Sends a pass over. Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Puck grab by Brown. From the left side, moves it up ahead. The Kings will play it from the defensive zone. Tries to get the puck over to Kopitar. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Maintains possession. Quick feed to Kopitar. And that clangs off the iron.
The Kings are trying to inch their way back to even. That's not going to help. That's a good scoring chance that hits the goalpost and doesn't go in.
Gets it out of his own end. And now it's grabbed by Mata. Here's a short pass to Kopitar. Takes a shot. Completely misses on the play.
You don't even make the goalie work here. You've got to make him have to do something in the net.
Takes control of the puck. That's a great heads-up play to bring up the pass. Dumped in, and they'll go get some fresh legs. Russia's got a hold of it along the wall.
In the first period.
Sends the pass over. Puts it on net, and a great save. Here's a shot. Big stop by the keeper. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. Takes a bump but hangs on. And that closes the book on the first 20 minutes of this one. 1-0 is the score as both teams make their way to their respective rooms. And while both teams get a refresher, we'll take one ourselves heading into the second period. And we're about set to drop the puck here on period number 2. The Kings win the faceoff. Mata stick handling in his own zone. Now a quick pass to Iafallo. Feeds it on over to Brown. The Kings looking against the half wall. Wrist shot from the slot. That goes off the twig.
This is a quality chance that the goaltender turns aside right from the slot.
In close. He scores!
It's good to be greedy. You get one, you chase that next one. Really put your foot down on the opponent.
So nice, they sniped twice.
The good thing he one-times his puck. The goalie almost gets there, but the pass is on his tape in the low slot, and he beats him clean.
Russia's got a 2-goal lead now. Do you subscribe to the theory a good defense is a good offense?
100%, in particular the way that the game is played these days. Too easy to call penalties against you if you sit back. I say play in the other end.
assisted by number 19 and by number...
Couldn't find the intended target. Tripped up on the play, delayed penalty coming up. Time for the official to pass down his sentence. Caught him just as he was picking up speed, and he's going to pay for it with the trip.
Oh, you're spinning with him, you're trying to get your stick into the puck lane, and you end up tripping him up.
Both teams lining up for the face-off, and it's a chance to see if there's actually some power in this power play.
This is why you have meetings in the morning. You look at video of the penalty killers. You try to establish what their tendencies are going to be. Push the penalty killers into some place they're not comfortable.
There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
Well, that's a pretty good evening at the office. First NHL goal, first NHL game. They can never take either away.
Just so excited sitting there taking a moment, drinking it all in here on the bench. The Flames win it. Russia's got it across the line. And he's ridden off the puck. The Kings gain possession in their own end. Breakaway! What a stop by the goalie!
Yeah, he looked really confident. Out on top of the crease, followed the shooter and made the stop.
Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a reaction! LA is in transition. Quick pass to Kempe. Here he is from the slot. What a block as he lays out in front of it. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
Oh, he had to sprawl out to block that shot. That's a brave play.
Russia's got the lead on the scoreboard. A big reason of that has been the amount of pucks that they've been putting on net. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Power play has expired.
These are the power plays that drive coaches crazy. They didn't really generate anything. They didn't force the penalty killers at all. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. They're going to have to call that.
And a penalty coming up as the official blows the play dead. The Flames are being called for tripping. Played with fire, he got burned, Ray.
He's digging around for the puck, and sometimes you just get caught. This time the player goes down, and he's got to go to the box.
The Kings once again send out their power play unit.
Well, the power play gets another opportunity. They haven't been super busy tonight, but here's a chance to get on the board.
Takes a shot, denied by the goaltender. Puck moved back to the neutral zone. Los Angeles gains a hold of it. Doughty's got it in the defensive end. Moves it to Carter. And now he moves it quickly to Kopitar. Moves the puck along the half wall. Big time stop there.
For Lake's goaltending at one end and the offensive output at the other has made for a good night.
Moves it quickly over to Carter. Stop that one.
I wanted another look at this one. I'm sure you guys were all impressed as I was. What a save by the goalie.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period, and it's a comfortable 2-0 lead we're looking at right now. Russia's won the faceoff deep in their own end. Handles the puck. And a successful clearing attempt. Power play set to expire. One last chance here, Ray.
Yeah, quick entry will give them some time in the offensive zone.
An attempt to clear the puck from deep inside his own end. And they get it down.
Yeah, good communication. They talk to each other. They're in the right spot. They just clear it down the ice.
Can't maintain possession after that hit. That pass doesn't go. Back to the point it goes. Denies him on the slapper. The Flames have been the better team, leading in the shot department, and they lead it on the scoreboard. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. LA's gained possession along the boards. Passes ahead from the right side. Through the neutral zone and along the boards, here they come. Quick feed to Carter. Cutting to the slot. He scores.
sometimes you just got to put your hands up and say, I can't do any more than that. He did all he could to try and stop that puck.
The Kings seem to deserve that one. Would you not say, down at ice level?
I like the way they've played. They've had the majority of possession. Now they finally get rewarded.
Kopitar's won possession.
Scored by number 77.
Here's a short pass to Iafallo. To the low slot. Puck picked up by Iafallo. Grips it, rips it, and he comes up with the save. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Slides it across, and he stands tall in goal. Knocks the puck loose. Up along the wing. Puts it on goal. Oh, couldn't finish the job. What an excellent opportunity, Ray.
They worked their way into good shape. He's just not able to beat the goalie.
Quick pass to Brown. The Kings move the puck in the defensive zone. Slides into Kopitar. Los Angeles plays the puck along the boards. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Glorious opportunity. He scores! Jumps on the rebound and makes it count.
Oh, if he makes that stop, he's going to be on the highlights all day, all week. What an effort. He just can't get there.
The Flames have now gone ahead by a pair here in this second.
Stretching out the lead here in the middle frame gives you a little bit more flexibility on the bench. The coach can use his whole lineup.
Scored by number
Russia's got it in their own zone.
by number 7.
Takes the feed.
By number 95.
Los Angeles gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. The Flames look to start the transition game. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. A howitzer. Great stop by Quick. Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. The Kings move it ahead. Here's a shot, and he comes up with it.
Man, he pounded that shot, but the goalie was in good position and made the save.
Russia's generated a lot of quality scoring chances, which is why they lead here late in the second. Kempe's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone and sends it just out of reach. And the linesman calls icing on the play. Getting into the later stages of this period, Russia's got a 3-1 lead as they have dominated for the most part in this. Kempe's won the draw.
You know the other club is a little tired after the icing. That's an important offensive zone win.
Can't get a hold of that pass.
Frolik's probably had a few saves tonight. He's felt better about than that one, but he got just enough of it to keep it out of the net.
The centerman glide into position. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone.
Simple detail, win the draw, you can get out of the zone.
And that one flies over the net.
Probably better off to take a little off the shot and get it on target. He's nowhere near the net.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Scores! That's back-to-back, Ray.
Well, the game has changed. Those two goals here really have changed the outlook. Doesn't have to be much, but a lot of times a puck that's deflected changes its flight just enough to beat the goalie.
Russia's probably not wanting this period to end, do they?
No, they're having a great time, and this is going to go into the intermission, and they'll have a relaxing 18 minutes to think about things.
Taken by Walker.
Scored by number 19.
The Kings take it along the wall.
By number 55.
Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Los Angeles plays the puck from the corner.
In the second period.
Lets it go and makes the save. Big save by the goaltender once again. Slides the puck over. Here's a chance, a 2-on-1. Nothing doing.
No, he's got to get that on target. That's a scoring chance, and he doesn't even make the goaltender make a save.
There's the horn ending period number 2. Might almost be a mercy rule in some ways.
Now's your chance to play clean. Join us in our arena as the first sports and entertainment facility in the entire country to use 100% renewable energy. Drop your plastic cups, bottles, and clean paper products in the Plain Clean recycling.
Don't go anywhere. Third period is just around the corner.
Joining us in a campaign to save energy and keep our city clean.
Time to drop the puck here in period number 3. This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway. Grabbed along the boards by Brown. Moves it to Kopitar. Goaltender gave up nothing as it hits the outside of the post and will play on.
Kopitar's frustration has to be at an all-time high. He's hit the post a couple of times. Uncle, how about a bounce for me, he's thinking.
And that slides right out to center ice. Slides away from his crease now to play the puck. Los Angeles will try to make something happen here in the offensive zone. Centering pass. Driving right to the front. His reflexes on display tonight. The Flames have been the busier team offensively, and as a result, they lead it big time here in this third. LA's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Hammers the shot, denies him, he got all of it. Russia's got the puck along the wall. Oh, he'd like to have that pass back. Pokes the puck away. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. Steps inside the line. From point blank, scores! That one went off the defender and past the goaltender.
Oh, the goaltender's tracking this well, James, till it hits the defender's stick. It changes the arc. He can't get to it. It's in the net.
Russia's all too aware there's no mercy rule in hockey. They continue to apply the pressure.
No, they're laying a beating on these guys now. It may be time to lay back just a bit.
Picks up the puck in his own end. Nice pass. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. Battle along the boards. And a heads-up kick pass over to his teammate. Oh, they kept blazing in on the breakaway. Oh, and there's the whistle. That chance wouldn't go.
So often in a shifty little play that you're trying to get to the puck, you get your stick in the wrong spot, he steps on your stick, and there's nothing you can do.
LA's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
Can always tell when the power play hasn't had many chances. Those guys are hungry to get over the boards in a hurry.
Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. Into the attacking end. And as he stumbles, he coughs up the puck. Couldn't complete the play. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And he denied that opportunity. Russia's laying a pounding on the opposition tonight, generating numerous scoring chances and converting on what feels like almost all of them. Turns them away! Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. The Flames have been all over them tonight. 5-1 is where we sit. Here they come on the attack. He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Offside the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. Russia's been the better team tonight. They have turned good defense into solid offense, and they lead here in the third. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. That pass goes a little sideways. The Flames will kill off a few extra seconds now. Smart defensive play here in the open ice. Receives the pass, and that goes off course wide.
Just misses the net, but really the scoring chance is not dangerous if you can't get the puck at the goaltender.
Takes the pass. LA's got the puck against the boards. Excellent stick work on the play. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. The setters will glide into the dot. The Flames take possession off the faceoff. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Here he is, shot right in front, just wide of the net.
Oh, he worked hard to generate that shot. He just misses wide.
Nice stick work to knock the puck loose. Gains the zone from the right side. Here comes the pushback. And they're going to go after that. Oh, and he hammers him and sends him down to the ice.
That's a clear decision there. The Flames will like to add on to the momentum gained with that fight. The building is really perked up.
Well, with the chaos cleared, face-off now for both teams. The Flames win the draw. That goes off a twig.
5-minute major for fighting. Time of the penalty.
Loses possession after he takes a little hit. A chance! Denied by the goaltender. LA's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Grabs it in his own end. They've got numbers. Oh, smart heads-up play to poke that one away. Slides that one right across the blue line. Big stick save by the goaltender. The Leafs most likely won't be hospitable, but at least they provide the end of the road trip here.
Yeah, you always like to see what's ahead of you, and sometimes it just seems like game after game after game. Now at least they know they're at the end.
Look out, a 2-on-1. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Return pass. Right in front, and that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Ferk swooping in on the attack. Takes the feed at the back end. Gives them nothing in front. And play continues here. And they can't connect. Keeps hold of the puck. Here he is in close. Scores! This is unbelievable.
It's turning into a laugher. 4 straight goals for them as they take total control of this game. When you get into this position, that puck's got to be off your stick in a hurry. You don't have much time to think about it.
The Flames have been whipping their opponents all night long, and it continues here in the third.
This has been as good a performance as you can possibly imagine. There's really nothing to say behind their bench right now.
Moves it quickly over to Carter. He scores!
Always good to get on the board. Get the monkey off your back early. He's tight to the net. He doesn't have much time. And that snapshot beats the goaltender from the low slot.
Los Angeles is back at center ice and hungry maybe for more if they can get something.
Yeah, they can't even stop here. They get your scorers out there, James. Attack, attack, attack. Hope your goalie makes a save if he needs to.
By number 26, Sean Walker.
Centering pass! Oh, what a stop! Russia's got a hold of it against the wall.
13 seconds.
Over the line they come. Wicked slap shot! Misses high!
You can't miss that up high there. It's just there's no chance for a rebound, no chance to keep the play going. Frolik's in great position here to make this stop. Nice work by the goaltender.
Russia's put in one of their most complete efforts that we have seen in quite some time, up big time late in this third. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Brown's taken down to the ice. We got a penalty coming up. Here comes the official's call.
Now you react, you go to get the puck, and you stick your stick into the guy's feet. Down you go.
2 minutes off to the box. Another special teams opportunity for both sides as the man advantage unit is back to work again.
When you think about it, James, each power play is a different book. One shouldn't really impact the other. But when you start off poorly, it's amazing how a power play never gets on track.
That knocks him off the puck. Russia's got a hold of it along the wall. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Stopped by the goaltender. Quick feed to Kempe. Russia's got it in the neutral zone. Puck scooped up by Athanasiou. Poked away. The Flames get a hold of the puck undermanned. Across the line and on the attack. Takes the feed. Makes the save. Russia's back to even strength as they've killed off the penalty.
Slowly, they start to take the momentum away from the other team. They get a power play, and this PK unit has been perfect. They knock them down at the knees every time.
Oh, what a move with the stick. He's got a chance in front. And that falls apart.
I can tell you one play that won't be on his highlight reel.
Not that one. Puts it just wide of the net. Here's an offensive chance. Oh, what a big-time stop by Quick. The Flames have pummeled their opponents tonight. They have been the busier team offensively and have converted numerous times here in this third period. Lets it go for the back end, and that goes off a player. Pokes the puck away. The Flames played along the wing. Unloads one. Oh, what a save by Quick. The Kings scoop it up along the boards. Takes a bump, but still hangs on to the puck. Gains the zone through the middle. Russia's looking to break out of their own end. LA's looking to break out.
Well, the goalie had time to square up as that slap shot takes a little bit of time to set up, but it's a hard one. He makes the stop anyway.
The Flames have been the busier team in the shot department, and they lead it late in this third period. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. LA's got the puck in the defensive end. The Kings set it up behind the net. Quick pass to Iafallo. And that one's stopped. And this one's all over. Boy, in a day and age of social media, there's so much hype and pressure surrounding, and to see the rookie live up to that tonight with the win, that's impressive, Greg.
He'll never forget this. He'll go into the room after, they'll have the puck taped up, he'll have a picture of it. Everybody will be happy because they won. It becomes a perfect night.
They talk about wanting to have more fun in the sport. This is a perfect example of that step forward.
Well, when the players started saluting the fans, you could almost feel like the connection between the two of them started to increase. I think it's a great thing to do, and look how much fun everybody's having.
For Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Have a great night. Welcome to Dallas, Texas, along with Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cybulski. The Stars have to close out this home stretch, which has been very friendly to them.
Played very well here at home. They started out well, started to put some really good stretches of play together. Now they'd like to finish this off and send their fans home happy for their support.
And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. Been fired up for this one. The puck is dropped. Let's go. Can't catch up to the pass. Akron's got it along the wall. And a bad pass, and they'll be forced to start all over again outside the offensive end. Grabs the puck. Sends a pass over. And he gains the zone here. And that's turned aside by Hudobin. Handles the puck at the point. And he'll likely feel that one in the morning. Not able to connect. Oh, the sauce on that pass. Moves the puck. And now it's grabbed by Klingberg. Slides it diagonally to Ben. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Sends the pass over. And that one's turned away. Pavelski's moving the puck through his own zone. Across the line from center. Sagan's been tripped up, and we got a penalty coming up here. Quick pass to Radulov. Gets in front of it. Here comes the call from the official. Tripping is the call. Did he sell, or is that the right one in your mind?
I think it's the right one. He looks like he's picking up speed, and the stick gets into his feet.
Man advantage takes to the ice. It's our first opportunity to get a glance at the special teams unit.
Oh, you just can't be taking penalties, James. On that bench, they're a little nervous because they've just put the best power play in the league out to work.
clear the puck from his own end. And it's a small victory for the PK unit here.
Well, that's their job. Get it down the ice, get off the ice, get some new people out there. Now, he's only one goal away, James, from his next milestone here.
And they move the puck out of harm's way. Here's a short pass to Dickinson. Akron's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck. And they'll get it out of the defensive end. Passes on over to Ben. And that puck leaves the zone. Moves it to Hintz. Across the point. More time off the clock as they grab the puck. Still anyone's game as the power play comes up empty-handed.
It's pretty hard to have a more low-intensity power play than that. They really didn't generate a thing, and when you don't generate much, you're sure not going to score.
Puck grabbed by Heiskanen, and that's easily turned aside. With the puck under siege, can he get out of the zone here? Sends it down low. Handles the puck. That's not going to fool him. The Stars get a hold of the puck along the boards. Way up front! And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. And they fail to go tape to tape. Moves it quickly over to Heiskanen. Straight up the middle. Here they come. Akron's ready to go on the attack. Here's a blast. Oh, so close.
Close enough that that's just a couple inches away from being...
Quick feed to Hintz. Takes the feed. Almost lost the puck, but hangs on here as play continues. Quick pass to Faxa. Puck picked up by Hintz. The official signaling for a penalty as play is called. Well, the official's going to give him 2 minutes to think about that one.
Yeah, you can argue for a few seconds, James, I guess, but you already know at this point you're going to sit down.
Time for the power play unit to get back to work.
I'll be curious to see, James, if they go to the cross crease one time or they were working on it in practice yesterday.
Taken by Klingberg. Turns it away. Slides the puck over. Here's a blast. How do you miss that, Ray?
I don't know, but we all do. You're right in a scoring zone and you don't even test the goalie.
And that's blocked. Here's a short pass to Pavelski. Nice zone entry from the left. Nice pass. Misses over the net. Trying to come up with a huge defensive play to get this puck out of his own end. Moves it to Klingberg. Feeds the puck to Pavelski. Moving into the attacking zone. Moves it quickly over to Seguin. Off the glove when the puck skips away. Saucer feed. Shot and makes the save. And off the save, that one's redirected out of play.
Budai's a little bit fortunate there. He makes a terrific stop, but he just gets a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
Past the halfway mark of this period, we've still got zeros on the board. The Stars will go to work here in the offensive zone. Klingberg's hauled down, penalty on the way. And there's the whistle stopping the play. He's going off for tripping, Ray.
Reaching in for the puck, and he gets his stick caught in their feet.
Dallas is ready to go back to work on special teams.
Sometimes you have to have the shortest of memories when you play on a specialty unit like the power play. Oh, look at that. Here we go. We got a penalty coming up right here.
Play is blown dead. We've got a penalty on the way. And he's off to the box for 2 for tripping.
Not much of an argument there. A stick between the player's feet.
The Stars with a 5-on-3, and they've got loads of time to work with here.
With such a long 5-on-3 power play in front of them, they can afford to be patient. Don't take the first shot. Take the best shot. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. They're going to have to call that.
Makes the save as he got a blocker on it. There's a whistle as the official's calling for a penalty here. Sin bin bound for tripping.
I always hated taking tripping penalties. It always felt like there was something I could have done better than that.
A 4-on-3 man advantage is coming up.
I would say the 4-on-3 is more of a shooting power play. Now that they've taken that penalty and they go down to just a one-man advantage, you've got to get the puck into a shooting spot and deliver it to the net.
20 seconds.
Takes it to the net. He scores on the power play.
Taking advantage of the extra man, move the puck well and get on the board. Oh, shooter puts his own rebound away. That's a nice play. But man, the goalie burped this rebound out, made it way too easy for him.
The Stars finally open the scoring here in this one.
Been a pretty tight period so far. The initial goal might creep the door open a little bit for more offense.
Akron's got a hold of the puck off the draw.
His 5th of the season.
Dallas has it in their own zone.
91.
Working the puck deep inside their own end. Akron's gained possession along the boards. Hammers it on net. Denies him with a save.
13 minutes, 41 seconds.
Here in the back half of this period, the Stars lead it 1-0. Hintz wins the draw on their own end. Taken along the wall by Johns. Turn that chance aside. Receives the pass. Great defensive effort with the stick. And he makes the easy save.
Hudobin's not getting much help from his teammates. He has been snowed under here in the early portion of the game. He's been excellent, though.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession so key in today's game. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Akron's got a hold of it against the wall. He scores! They tied it up!
Brand new game. All that work that's gone behind this, and we're back to even Steven. Thank you very much if you're the offensive team. That turnover is laid right at your feet, and you've got time to make a play and beat the goalie up high.
Hintz wins the draw. Puck scoop. Up by Pissick. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Battling for it along the boards. Akron's got the puck in their own end. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Shot!
Just wide of his target. He doesn't miss it by much, and he often doesn't miss from there.
Looked like he had it from up here. Throws it in. Akron's got the puck along the boards. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Centering pass, and that sails over the net.
He likes to go up there. Most times, that's maybe the only open area on the net.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Good use of the body on the play. Turn that one aside.
What do you think hurts more? He's got a headache or his jaw's sore? That thing was a bullet.
To the front. Stopped by the goaltender.
Hudobin's mask took a little bit of a beating there. Not sure that was the intention.
Here in the late goings of the period, it's all tied up. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Dickinson's taking it from his own end. And now it's over to Faxa. Comes up with the stop.
I think through traffic like that, you're just hoping the thing hits you.
Quick feed to Dickinson. Akron's got control of it now from their own end. Grabs the puck at center. Here they are on the attack. Lugs the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Nearing the final 60 seconds here this first period. Takes the pass. And that shot dies in traffic. Quick pass to Como. Akron's got the puck here in the open ice. Como's tripped up and the official's hand is in the air signaling penalty. And play finally comes to an end. Here's the officials tripping the call here.
Always makes me crack up since I've retired and how guys argue about penalties that are so obvious.
2 minutes is 2 minutes, and off to the box he goes to think about it. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw. With the stop. Penalty coming up as the whistle stops the play. And he's heading to the box for 2 for tripping on this one.
This is such a bad penalty to take because you put yourself in a bad spot, a player falls down, now you're cooked. You go to the box.
Well, he's got 2 minutes to think about it now.
Penalty to number 40.
Here's a shot.
For tripping. Onto the penalty. 19 minutes, 58 seconds.
And there's the horn concluding period number 1 as both teams get on the board.
Hey fans, be sure to get your season tickets now at this year's playoff locations and prices. Pay the regular season ticket price for rounds 1 through 3. That offer is available now. Don't miss your opportunity to pick up the best locations for next season. Stop by section 144.
Still lots of hockey still to come, so get ready here on EA Sports. Period number 2 seems ready to go. The teams are set. My broadcast partner, Ray Ferraro, is also set. Let's do this. Dallas is still on the power play as play resumes here at the start of this period. Sails over the net. Loose puck battle along the boards. Kicked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. Denies that opportunity. And he regains control of the puck. On their heels, trying to clear. And clearing attempt is a big success on that play. Dallas has possession of the puck in the offensive end. He was locked in there. Sends it in deep. Dallas gains a hold of it. Takes the feed. Sends a pass over. Moves the puck. Denies him on the play. Akron's got the puck shorthanded. And they manage to clear it. And the goalie comes out to play the puck. Looks to start the transition game behind the net. Akron's penalty killers deserve a pat on the back as we are still tied. What a move! Scores! Wow, what a goal!
Nice hands, great finish, little short break and it's in the net. The chance was there and he was on his horse. He was able to pull away from everybody on the breakaway and it's a nice finish.
The Stars' hard work finally pays off with a 1-goal lead in the second.
That was a lot of effort just to get to the lead. Now you want to stay aggressive so you don't give it back.
Here's a short pass to Seguin. And now he tries to get it across to Pavelski. Akron's got the puck. Looking to set up offensively. Hammers a shot. Oh, what a slick stop by Hudobin. James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period. The Stars are hanging on to this 1-goal lead. They'd love to add another. Sends the pass over. Takes the feed at the point. Slides the puck down low. Can't find his man. Slides it over to Faxa. Moves it to Dickinson. Dumps it in. Akron's got the puck along the wall. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Dallas moves ahead with the puck. Slides it on over to Faxa. Quick feed to Dickinson. And couldn't find the intended receiver on that one. Dallas plays it against the boards. And they can't convert on the play. Akron's got the puck inside the defensive zone. He's got a step. Scores!
Pretty deceptive move here. Short little breakaway. He makes no mistake. Looked like the goalie was expecting a deke. He got back a little deep in the net, and the puck beats him with the shot.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. We are all tied up in this one. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway.
Number 18.
Passes it to Lindell, and he slides it quickly to Radulov.
19 seconds.
Handles the puck, takes it right in the chest, and he elects to play the puck. Akron's on the attack. Shoots it, and there's the save. Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Akron's got it, and they're on the attack. Tremendous stuff by Hudobin. The Stars have it now. A little rock'em sock'em on the play. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Moves it around along the half wall. And he totally whiffs on that one. And that's broken up. And that's broken up with a stick in front. From one point man to another. And that's blocked away. And he makes the save. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
Quick work. He makes 1 and 2 saves in a row.
Radulov's got the puck. And a great save. Akron's got a hold of the puck. Gaining momentum in the offensive end. Here's a blast. Just wide of the net.
Nobody's going to be able to block that unless they're way off target like his shot was.
Akron's got it in their own zone. Takes the feed. Dallas gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Takes a shot. Misses the net.
Not going to be happy with this. He's got the opportunity to score. Doesn't register a shot on goal.
And a poke check knocks the puck away. Kind of lost control for a second there, but regains possession. That goes wide. Looks to set up at the point now. That's blocked. Grabs the puck here inside the offensive end. With the steal. Quick pass across to Alexiak. Gains the zone from the right. Stays with it. Skates to the crease. Played big in the moment there.
But he came out and challenged him. Good save.
On the attack along the boards. From right out of midair, he bats it down. And that's taken by the defense. And he loses control of the puck. Right up the gut. Here they go. Slides the puck over. And that misses. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. With possession along the wall. Puts it on net from the point. Tried to pick his spot, but that goes off the side of the net. Takes the puck along the boards.
Well, I'm liking the way they're getting after this shift here, James. Really good effort.
Ben's got it into offensive territory. Akron's looking to break out of their own end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Here's a chance. Fires a one-timer. Quick stop by Hudobin. Dallas has it in the defensive end. From the right side, they gain the zone. Strong defensive effort. Akron's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Feeds it up ahead.
Sharp breakout pass there.
Good check, frees the puck up, and tries to make a diagonal pass to Dickinson. And now it's grabbed by Heiskanen. Lets it go. Oh, what a block. He'll get a pat on the back from the coach when he gets off, if he can get off. Period comes to an end, and lucky us, we've got one more period to go in what has been a fun one this evening.
When your team wins, you win $10 off at Bob's. Bring Giants tickets to any local Bob's Sporting Goods or a coupon that's good for $10 off your next purchase of $50 or more. Tickets must be redeemed with...
Third period is just around the corner, so don't even think about putting that controller down. The moment of truth has arrived for both these teams. Third period action set to go. Third period is now underway in this very tightly contested affair so far. Floats the saucer pass. Kick save. Oh, he's dialed in tonight. Sends the pass down low. Put it off the post.
So close to this game being untied, but a really good chance hits the pipe and stays out.
Nice pass. Comes up with the stop. Still early on in this frame, James and Ray with you. So glad you could join us. We got a tie game. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Puts it in for the go-ahead goal.
Control the game now. You finally got the lead. You've worked so hard to get in front. Don't give it up now. Now the play opened up, and now it's an odd man rush, and we get a look at it on the replay. Enough time to pick the spot and put the play away.
Akron's coaches are pretty active on the bench there, Ray. What are you hearing?
Well, they're happy that they've got the lead, but they want to make sure that nobody sits back to defend.
Puck grabbed by Heiskanen. Dallas on the attack. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off.
Akron's in another close game. One of the reasons is positionally they're in the right place at the right time to intercept pucks.
And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. A chance! Denies him in front. Hudobin's got the puck, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
Well, in a close game, you've got to be in control of things, and he's had an excellent night so far.
Akron's outplayed the opposition tonight, particularly offensively, as they lead it early in this third period. Hintz wins possession in the defensive zone. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. Drives to the sweet spot, and he gets a paddle on that one.
No room for the shooter. The goaltender snuffed it out.
Huge stop by Hudobin. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play.
I don't know that you dream about scoring a hat trick in your first year. First, you just want to get to the lead. Then you want to score. Now you got a chance for this.
Play set to resume with the face-off ready to go. Akron's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Too much congestion in front. Moves it quickly over to Radulov. From the slot, wrist shot, denies him in front. Penalty coming up here as the play is stopped. Tripping is the call, and it's pretty cut and dry, it seems, Ray.
Well, it's like you're in position, then you're not. You reach out, you trip them up, and there's no way to get out of it now.
As they're about to drop the puck, the power play unit back out onto the ice for another opportunity.
They've been trying to push for the tying goal. Now they're going to get an opportunity on the power play.
Standing tall with the save. Quick pass to Faxa. And another stop.
Quick reflexes. You make one, you make two stops before the puck is cleared away.
Akron's on the attack. Sends it across. They score! Short-handed.
I never got many of these, I'll tell you that, James. What a boost if you can get one. This is a really good place to get lost on the ice. The defensemen are down low defending. The forwards are worried about the point. If you can find this high slot play, you often are going to get a one-timer.
Still lots of time left in the period. Akron's been the better team here over the last few minutes, increasing their lead to 2. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Off the left wing and into center.
Sagan's already got a power play goal as they're back on the power play again.
Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play. Picks it up. Here we go. Denied that one.
Smothered that in close chance.
The Stars take it along the wall. Dallas looks to move the puck from their own end. Pavelski's got it in the offensive zone. Loses his balance on the play. The Stars' man advantage comes to an end and not the result they were looking for, giving up a shorty.
Oh, they're not going to think too much about that. You want to at least generate a little momentum on your power play. Not only did they not score, they gave up a shorty, which is always deflating.
Akron's got a hold of it along the wall. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Nothing doing on that. Takes it at center. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
We used to call this the tic-tac kaboom. Nice move, but all of a sudden you don't have the puck.
The Stars have it from their own end. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. No one home on that play. Tosses it to Faxa. Slides it across to Como. Here's a short pass to Dickinson. Big chest save as he gobbled that one up with the trapper. From the right side, takes the pass. Puck picked up by Johns. Receives the pass with the stop.
Budai's been sharp when he's had to be. He's got a good save percentage here tonight, and his team's in good shape.
Shot just wide. The Stars scoop it up along the boards. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. The Stars take over on possession. Taken by Lindell. Through center. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Akron's got it in their own zone. They've got the defense outnumbered. Shuts them down. Hudobin's going to hang on for a whistle here in the third.
Well, there's not much time left here as you get into the final 20 minutes. The game's close. A mistake now would be critical.
Akron's attempt to put more pucks on net has paid off as they lead it in the third. The Stars win the draw. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. Maintains possession. The Stars will play it in their own end. Maintains control of the puck. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Akron's got control of it now from their own end. Puck picked up in the open ice. Fires it. Denies him with the save. Slides the puck ahead to Ben. Dallas has it against the half wall. Moves right to the middle. Here he is in close. Made the stop on the play.
Really good positioning as he makes the stop from in tight.
Akron's not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third. The Stars win it. Picked up along the boards by Pysyk. Moves it to Hintz. Akron's got the puck in their own end. Icing the call, and no chance for these skaters to get a breather here.
Every once in a while you get burned with your weakest face-off man on the ice defensively. The offensive team can get their big boys on the ice immediately.
In the final moments of this period, 4-2 is the score. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here.
He had to dig in there. After the icing call, players get tired, but you win the draw, you can get out of the zone.
Along the right side into the offensive zone. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. Moves the puck along the half wall. And they'll be forced to tag up after that missed pass. Under a minute to go in the third. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Hammers it on net. Stops him cold. Hudobin's going to hang on and just let things settle down for a moment.
You really didn't have many options to play the puck, but in a close game, you want to be sure every time you do.
The centerman glide into position. Akron's won the draw. Puts it on net, just wide. He got all of that hit. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Wide of the net.
Got to get it on the net. I know he's trying to be perfect with it, but it's a scoring chance that seems like a missed attempt.
Oh, he'll be regretting that one. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Oh, slick work with the glove by Hudobin.
Oh, good body contact. Let's look at it again. I don't know if he thought he had more room than that, but he doesn't. That's a big hit right there on the body.
Akron's offense, the story tonight as they lead it here in this third period. Dallas takes possession off the draw. Akron's gained possession along the boards. They score! That's 4 straight! This is contagious!
Contagious, and it is an onslaught. Man, this game is going to run out of control here pretty shortly. Bang, bang play. The goalie's got no chance. When you're in that close and you get the chance to one-time it, you're likely going to score unless you hit the goalie.
Akron's put in one of their most complete efforts that we have seen in quite some time, up big time late in this third. Dallas was quick on the draw. The Stars move the puck in the defensive zone. And now he moves it to Ben.
19 minutes, 37 seconds.
Stopped with ease. Grabbed along the boards by Seguin. Oh, and another big stop.
Boy, a goalie can never relax. He makes one stop. Now he's got to be sharp to make another.
Denies him again. There's the final horn, and this one's in the books. It's somewhat shocking that for a team to play so well over the last little while here, Ray, suddenly comes to an abrupt end like this.
This is why sports is the best reality show there is.
Yeah.
You can think they're the best team. They were the best team. But tonight, they laid an egg.
Wow.
Supposed to, yeah. Sorry, babe, I just got the call.